Welcome back to Run the Atlas. Today I'm coming to you from Missoula, Montana. I'm hiking up in the Bitterroot Mountains right here, and this is my third time here. I love coming here. I keep coming back, and I'm going to tell you why, as well as some really surprising fun facts that you may not have known about Missoula. So stay tuned to the end to find out everything you need to plan your trip here. Okay, so I found a rooftop to kind of give you an orientation of Missoula and what the city looks like. So before visiting here, I always wondered, what does Missoula look like? Is it kind of like an alpine city? Is it more of a town? And as you can see, there's not a lot of big sky rises. It's not really corporate. It's more centered along the university and the Clark Fork River, and it's very walkable. As you can see, there's people walking, there's not a lot of traffic. You can get away with not having to rent a car here if you want to just stay in town. All of the hiking trails are walkable, like the L and the M, they're right here. And it's a very chill pace of life. It's a nice change from some of the West Coast cities and large East Coast cities. So that's why I love coming here. So first of all, the city is based around the river. So the river is kind of the centerpiece of all of the action and the activity. It's a very outdoorsy city. In fact, the movie A River Runs Through It with Brad Pitt was filmed here. So you'll see a lot of people out and about. It's a very casual city. A lot of people are going fly fishing, river rafting, boating, and surfing. They do have surfing on this river, and it is so mesmerizing to watch. Although it's not something I personally would try. There's no lifeguards there. That water sure had some rapids, so it was kind of hard to get to the actual wave, and the surfers looked like they really knew what they were doing. Okay, watch this. Watch how carefully he has to come out to join that wave. Woo! Quick paddle, and then stand up. Whoa. Please like and subscribe. The next fun fact is that this city has a real vibrant, youthful energy to it because the University of Montana is here, and there's around 7,000 enrollment there. So you'll see a lot of students, a lot of young people, and because of that, there's open-mindedness and vibrancy. And you'll notice a lot of bookstores here and just a lot of people coming in for the school year. Of course, we're on native land, so for thousands of years, native peoples have inhabited this area, and we actually just saw a performance from some of the native people, and they spoke in their language. You'll see sometimes their language. We saw it even at the movie theater. They spoke in the language. They're called the Salish people, so you can look them up. They're really interesting. This is from the Nez Perce tribe. Also, I should announce where I am. I'm actually at the Lolo Pass. I drove about 45 minutes from Missoula to the Idaho border, and you have this alpine landscape. However, in Missoula, the landscape is not quite as alpine like this. You'll notice it's more of a valley, so there's a lot of different mountain ranges. They say it's a 5 mountain range valley. Okay, so the area that I'm in is called Lolo Pass, and it has a lot of historical significance because this is where Lewis and Clark traveled to when they went west, and it was one of their most difficult passageways. This was in 1805. Let's talk about the roadways and getting around. So one of the things I love about Missoula is that it has a small town feel, and the pace of life is very easy. There's not a lot of traffic and big overpasses like you see in the West Coast cities or the East Coast cities. The speed limits change at night versus daytime, so be aware of that. And also, some of the roadways that connect to Helena and other cities, you can go really fast. Like the speed limits are above 75 sometimes. Just got some apricot kombucha. And the cuisine is so diverse. There's all kinds of international cuisine. We went to a Brazilian restaurant once. Oh, they have vegan food. It's very vegan friendly. We keep going back to this restaurant called Basal, and they have some of the best salads, which you might not equate salads with Montana, but you can get really good ones here. And also, you gotta order the steak, and we've ordered the steak multiple times, so check out some of these restaurants. I'm gonna post some footage right here. I'm at the second Set Bistro here in Missoula, and I'm trying the steak frites, and it's perfectly cooked with horseradish. Look at that steak, like Montana baby. Oh yes, and the Hip District. Ooh, there goes a bumblebee. The Hip District is really interesting as well because you can go vintage shopping, and they have a lot of really cool boutique shopping. I actually got a really cool pair of boots there. So check out the Hip District. It's something you might not have thought about when visiting Montana. So another fun fact is that they call Missoula the hub of the 5 valleys, and we're in one of the mountain ranges nearby. This is called the Bitterroot Mountain Range, and it's really beautiful. And there's a number of trails here. So another thing about Missoula is that you do have all 4 seasons here, although the locals have told me that the winters are very mild. I haven't been here in the winter yet. I only come here during the summer because look at this. Big blue skies. And there's so many activities. Like, I love hiking in the mountains. The river also has a number of activities. I really like to go rafting. Also, regarding the downtown, so it's very walkable, it's very safe. A lot of people are out and about in the downtown. There's a lot of events too. I really like how they have a number of music events. So I'm capturing some of the last rays of sun here on top of this rooftop, and the sun sets really late at night during the summertime, around 8 or 9 p.m. And another thing I wanted to point out that's interesting about Missoula is that they kept the historic integrity of the city. So you'll see a lot of old brick buildings. So even though you might see some modern developments, it's still structured to look like it's historic, which is very unique as well. There's also some new stuff as well in the downtown. For example, our hotel, the AC Hotel by Marriott, is brand new, but it's kind of incorporated into the city. And you don't see any skyscrapers. So it's a very manageable and small downtown. So the city of Missoula is around 3,200 feet in elevation. So it's not super high up like a Denver or something like that. We are in the mountains and we're just a little bit above 5,000 feet right now. And there's actually some snow on the mountains, even though it's June. BP, what was your favorite thing you've eaten in Missoula?
I had this ice cream and they called it Bear Scat, and it was like a deep chocolate with chocolate chips.
And blueberries.
Yeah, huckleberries.
And then my favorite was 1889, which is the steakhouse, the premier steakhouse in this region. Gotta order the steak. So I hope you guys learned something new about Missoula and get a chance to visit very soon. We'll definitely be back. It's one of my favorite cities.
Come join us.
Come join us and like and subscribe.